we got whole new lighting issues.
Greetings, mortals, and welcome back to It's Not My Fault That I Didn't Shave, okay? It's not my fault. They started poisoning my house when I was in the bathroom, okay? I had to get the fuck out of there. They were poisoning that out of the house. The windows are open in the bathroom all the time. They don't close.
I was actually like, why is the lighting so weird? I've never seen lighting like that. And then I realized I have the door open to the next room because usually I have those doors all closed because we have air conditioning in here. But I have all of the doors open. Well, I don't have all of them open, but I have that door open right now. Usually they're all open. I've closed the doors because of the poison, but the but that door was open and the light was on. So I was like looking at the lighting. I was like, "What on earth is this lighting?" And then I'm like, "Oh!" I look directly forward at the room and directly in front of me, and go, "Oh yeah, maybe I should have noticed that the light was on directly in front of me." But it's the wrong light directly in front of me. Also, the lighting might be almost identical, having that room and having my ring light, but we don't need to worry about it too much. And it's not my fault that I didn't shave. I brought a razor and everything, and as I was finishing up my shower, they started poisoning my bathroom. So I had to get the hell out of there. Dengue is shitty. One of the disadvantages of living in the tropics is that you can get dengue. One of the other disadvantages of living in the tropics is that the way that you prevent people from getting dengue is you poison all the mosquitoes. And the problem with poisoning all the mosquitoes is they're flying through the air with the greatest of ease. So we are going to copy paste this over. I have already updated, and we already clicked on live scene. We're so prepared. We're so prepped. So today we're going to be doing the arena, which will be nice and delightful. We're loading what? Caster save? Presumably. How am I standing here? Shouldn't I be standing near the arena? It is gonna be endless. That is correct. It's gonna try to be anyway. I don't know why I'm standing there. Shouldn't I be standing here? I am suspicious about this, but it's fine. I'm not going to worry about it. So we're going to rest. We are going to pop over to the arena, and we are going to do the next phase of it. When I do this, let's accidentally hit S. I'm actually going to just set Inferno as my ready spell, and we are going to turn off rotation so that the first few... I think we're going to get up to 10 or so before we save. Maybe we get to 15. Yeah, it's been a long while. It's been at least 24 hours. It actually hasn't been 24 hours, but it's been some number of hours.
Want some?
Rude.
Want some? Nice shot.
101,000? Jeez. Okay. The boss should be showing up now, I believe. There it is. We might need...
No room.
Yeah, I think we can get to 10 at the very least. Okay, that did not kill that in one hit, so... We should be able to get to 10, I think, but I don't know how much further we can get than that without risking somebody dying. Just because of how... There we are. We're so squishy that, like, in the melee runs, we're, like, very... Man, we are getting real good luck spawning these broodlings. Like, especially since we're spawning the broodlings in the really early phases where we can just, like, insta-get the entire broodling pack with one flame blast. Oh, you can die.
Who wants some?
Not killing the tier 2s in one hit with Inferno.
Who's next?
Flame Blast is killing in one hit.
It is dead. Who's next?
Okay. How hard would you hit me, friend? Okay, you're still not gonna hit me hard, so we're probably fine to just go to 10. I'm tempted to save it though, honestly, just because we're getting lots of money at least.
Let's go in.
Okay, not killing the tier 2s with an Inferno. Might be time to just start meandering around spamming hits. Which honestly probably would have been a better strategy anyway, but it's beside the point. Yeah, I am tired.
No room.
Did not... Man, I took a nap after stream, and that's the last time I slept, so...
Wants some?
Yeah, it's very difficult to,
Wants some?
it's very difficult for me to sleep right now because... Weirdly, like, it's not even because of, like, discomfort from being overheated or anything like that. It's that, like, I have, like, very specific posture that I do to get myself to sleep that I've constructed over the course of the last several years. And so I have to just change my posture. It's not like I'm uncomfortable. But I don't have, like, the exact posture that I have constructed for the purposes of getting to sleep. And I am a extreme insomniac. So that little bit of a disruption is like, ah, well, ha, sleep. That's a thing that happened for a while there. We were doing that for a while, weren't we? Huh, well, never mind that bullshit. Have you considered playing Europa Universalis instead?
There isn't any room.
Have you considered the possibility of simply playing Europa Universalis all night. Here, you can form Prussia.
I bet it's going to be
Your
bad.
Tongu run wasn't working so well. Do something easy like forming Prussia.
Want some?
That's concerning. Let's go ahead and throw a heal on you. Well, the funny thing is that, like, it's not even that I'm uncomfortable, right? Like, generally speaking, like, I'm, you know, right now I'm not comfortable because I'm still slightly damp from my shower. So, like, I'm wearing a wet shirt in the tropics in an unair-conditioned space with no fan on me, right? Like, I can't turn on the fan. Like, I don't think I can turn the fan on in the room, right? Like, much less pointed at me, right? Streaming is truly the hardest job. People always say it. That's a meme I picked up from another streamer who says it as a joke and is definitely not being serious. They usually say it specifically when they have a very petty annoyance to deal with. Honestly, less of an annoyance than just dealing with the fan issue. But it's been so funny. I've had to clean like the armrests for my chair
There isn't any room.
because I just sweat. And so, like, I've got this, like, slimy, oily shit that I'm leaving all over my chair every day. It's like, okay, well, every day I guess I have to fucking clean my chair. It's not like it, but yeah, again, it's not like a huge deal. One of the advantages of having lived on a boat for a few years as a kid is that, like, I just, like, get into a different, like, mental state. And it's like, okay, yeah, I'm just expecting to be, like, dirty and sweaty all day. That's fine. I can live with that environment. I'm not actually dirty, but I feel dirty because I'm sweating, right? So it just feels dirty. So, like, that's a dynamic that I can actually live with fine. But we're going to try to do 10. I'm a little concerned that I'm going to get one shot because I do have one character who has, like, no max HP right now because they are sacrificing literally all of it on the altar of light magic spells, giving me slight boosts to my DPS. Hey, some of them are giving me resistance. It's not all DPS. Oh, so there's it. Basically, like, it's not like really a huge deal. It's just like I have had to take whatever sleep I can get because I basically have gone back to my default sleep patterns, which is to say, you know, I sleep occasionally.
Want some?
You know, it happens. I sleep, you know, some number of hours most days.
Nice shot.
I sleep some number of hours most days. But it is also funny because I'm very comfy when I, you know, when I do get in bed. It's just, again, like, there's a big... being comfortable doesn't mean that I'm going to be able to sleep, right? There's, like, a big difference between those two, and I've had to, like, very specifically engender a direct association with very specific requirements. These are a bunch of ranged attackers that I'm dealing with, and any one of them could probably instigate our friend here. So, let's consider. It's probably fine. We're playing super hot now. Oh shit! Well, we have to win this. I'm going to be very sad. Because that right there is a very important crafting item that would be very unfortunate to lose. We got it. Got the job done. Let's go.
No room. No room.
What the fuck is
There
that
isn't any room.
orientation?
There isn't any room. No room.
Ding. Okay. So we can go ahead and town portal out of here again. So we're getting a lot of money in here. This place is just giving me bonkers cash. So we just cleared through 4 more of the Endless Arena battles. And
We don't need it.
Worthless. Leave it.
we will see how
This
things
item
go.
is weak. This
Yeah, this morning it was very funny because they started doing the dengue poisoning, and I'm like, okay, well, time to close the windows and all that jazz. But I had, like, you've got to be... I got the fucking base enchants on a ring again. Okay, well, we need to move that to a different item. But hey, we got base enchants on this item are 50% stronger on an item, so that's convenient. That's a very solid legendary effect, and I need to figure out what I want to put it on, because it's not going to be... The only thing that I would think of as the thing to put it on would be a weapon, but I don't know. Realistically, I don't know that I want it on a weapon. Do I want to put it on... Because, like, I don't know that I'm going to want to use a two-handed weapon. The problem with a two-handed weapon is that you can't have a two-handed weapon of Ascension and a two-handed weapon of Lifesteal, and I kind of want to have both of those effects on at once, so I want to have everybody dual-wielding. I can put Ascension on the bow, but it's beside the point. Of the Lich is the other one. Let's see. The other thing... What is the boost for... The boost for Helm and Boots... Oh, and also for Bow. Bow actually has a higher base value than other... I'm sorry. I will be right back. I am so sweaty. I need to drain some of this water off of my body. Give me just a moment. Ugh. Okay. I'm soaked right now. Most of it's just water. Most of it is not sweat right now. Because I just got out of the shower. But the issue is that I can't dry off, and now I'm putting a shirt on, which means that I've just got a bunch of water trapped in between here to just, like, heat up nice and warm. Give me a nice insulating layer. I can word. It's all good. Hey, look, the AC is going to be coming in someday this week, maybe? I don't remember when it's coming in. On the plus side, they fixed the AC at my wife's office, which was on the fritz. And she's like, I'm going to have to go back into the office and the AC is going to be broken there too. But then it wasn't. They fixed it. It was very exciting stuff. Unfortunately, you know, it's really tempting to go all in and give another base enchant boost on the dragon. It would be so funny to turn the caster run into an incredibly silly dragon run instead, where we just keep giving the 50% boost things to the dragon and just have Cassowary just become an absolute god of destruction. But I don't think that really makes much sense. The other though we have immunity to all status effects on this. What other effects do we need on our dragon? Do we actually need any other legendary effects in particular? I'm trying to think of if we need anything other than the 50% damage, 50% stat boosts. Because if we don't need anything else in particular, it might be funny to just be like, okay, let's just throw it on this, like some amulet, right? And then pump the ever-loving shit out of that amulet. Because the amulets, I mean, they do have a higher stat gain. It would certainly be funny to have, like, the caster run and have my prime, like, the biggest stats that I have in the party, just, like, all the best legendaries are just might. What I could do is I could try to make a dual luck amulet of some sort, but I don't think that makes much sense. I'm not going to be copying over an amulet onto multiple people. I don't think I need a staff, really. So the thing that it makes the most sense to build is some leather. I think. Like, if I were to just replace the fire resistance on this and slap that legendary effect onto that, that would make a lot of sense, I think. We have a dual luck gauntlet here, so we might as well just throw this on. So it's just got a huge boost. Where's that ring? This is luck and accuracy. This is a massive DPS boost. We're taking our crit chance from 68 to 81%. That's a pretty big deal. Especially because we have a lot of accuracy. So we have like 1600 accuracy. So luck is a big stat for us right now. Let's see. It is tempting to just be very silly with my investment. Invest just all of my items into this dragon. So the obvious thing to do would be to make a double int leather. The problem is that I have so much legendary leather sitting around that it doesn't necessarily feel worth it, right? What legendary effects do I have in place? Like threshold, I don't need that. I don't really need this on the dragon. Cassowary hits so hard that I don't think I'm going to be running into any enemies where the percent base damage really matters that much. Especially if I keep just dunking, like just dumping more and more things on them. Attacks reduce resists is good to have on them, but doesn't really matter that much. Weapon enchants can deal critical damage, doesn't matter. Because we don't have a weapon enchant, because we don't have a weapon. Divine Protection would be nice to have on one of the rings. Do we want to be really, really silly about it and label this as the caster run and then invest all of our resources into making the dragon a god? Because I'm lazy. I don't feel like it's optimal. I feel like there's a lot of room for growth on my other characters. But dragons are cheap dates, you know? Like, in terms of, like, pure, like, itemization value, it's kind of hard to argue with the bang for the buck of tripling an item, you know what I mean? Like, this, if I pump this amulet, it's going to be, what, like, twice the stats that I'd get if I did it with leather. Like, I'm going to get twice as many stats out of it. So, like, it makes sense. We don't have the crit... we do need the legendary that allows us to overcap our crit chance, which we do not have. We haven't found that legendary at all yet. We already have immunity to status effects. Killing a monster restores 10% of health and mana would be very good for our dragon, actually. Don't need to worry about that. Honestly, it might be worth it. Do we feel like we should do it? It's so funny. This doesn't even have a second effect. You have like an HP thing. I guess it gives you light magic as well. Man, I have not been kind to my poor casters. Look at this. What is this nonsense? I know it has body magic. Why do I have a body magic thing equipped? Is it just because I was doing those very specific shenanigans? Probably. Alright, this is speed and might. And base enchants are 50% stronger. Do I do it? It's silly, right? I'm gonna just do it. I think it's silly, but it's funny. So this has luck and accuracy and of the gods. I don't really need to change out any of those. I think that all of those stats are perfectly reasonable for me to have. I don't want to overcap my luck too much. So, like, I think that it makes sense to just have it on the one part of this. Let's just see if we can make this happen. So we'll just take this. We will move it on to this. So base enchants are 50% stronger. And then we just have to get to this inventory probably. And we'll check some of these. These are actually usable. I don't need to rewrite anything. We don't need to do anything complicated with this build. Oh, I forgot to make an actual highlight out of that, huh? Because I should probably do that. Okay, 119 of both. Okay, 131 of both. silly. I might have some more crafting diamonds somewhere. I'm going to save the game, and we are going to move. Let's move this back onto. Let's figure. We had this equipped before. I'm going to equip this on. Shit, no, I'm not going to. Where do I want to put this? It doesn't matter. I'll find it again. I'll find you. I'll find you. I know you will. Yuck. Anybody recognize the thing?
Too much.
The yuck was a hint.
I have too much.
Let's see. So our legendary is right here. I'm dating myself with my references at this point. Hey, Celestial. Okay, so how many diamonds do we have, huh? Those are normal diamonds. Those are not crafting diamonds. We have one other crafting diamond. Let's see. Okay. So, we're going to get a 38% increase to our power off of this. This is a good and reasonable thing to do. The other thing is that I should also... I don't... Did they change it so that it matters what tier of item the thing is for determining the power of things like of the gods? I guess I can just check. Let's find out. Because before it didn't matter. And if it doesn't matter for determining that, then I don't need to improve the item in that way. I guess I wouldn't need to improve it anyway, because I would want to do... I'd want to hold on to that for doing armor anyway. So, we just need to get our crafting cubes, wherever those are. There they are. So, what level am I? I am 163. So we're going to basically pump this until its required level is 163. That is going to take a while, apparently. We're only increasing this by like 4 levels per click. Okay. 145. What are we looking? We're 163. Okay, keep going. That is 163 required, plus 69% power. This is stupid. This is dumb. Okay. Crit chance, 100%. Every single attack is a critical hit now. Critical hits do 443% damage. Cassowary. Cassowary. Oh, it's such a beautiful creature. Such a beautiful creature. Now, does this resolve any of my problems? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, do we want to unequip these boots for now, actually? Just because I'm a little concerned I'm going to get one shot. Because I only need to take 4,000 damage to die. Do I have any other boots? I sure do! They're not good for you, but you know, they'll get the job done. Okay, so we're going to nap for 2 nights at the cantina.
quiet
so that we can get to the arena again, and we're just going to keep pounding out arena victories. We're also going to see just how hard Cassowary's going to hit.
Need a coach?
We did decrease our might. Our might is substantially lower now. It's not going to be as crazy of the base damage. So we have lowered our base damage, but we've also increased our chance to crit to exactly that's 73,000 damage on a single hit. This is stupid. It's 11k with a fucking physical hit too? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Cassowary. Alright. However, if I find another 50% item,
Some. Who wants some?
putting on it on a ring
Who wants some?
is probably suboptimal.
Ow.
Probably suboptimal. Now, the big thing that's going to be real funny is when I start dealing with reflectors, because that was a reflector, but it didn't have enough HP to matter, because it's like, they're very low level. Sorry. Nah, was a scam call almost certainly. Almost certainly. Now, I could have told you that before I picked it up, but... 'cause that's what the bulk of calls are these days. Imagine talking to, like, a youngster and telling them that, like, people used to call each other on the phone. And that you, like, very rarely got someone who was explicitly trying to scam you on the phone. Yeah. Okay. I do have to be concerned about, you know, arena battles against things with ranged attacks, because I don't have any durability. Nobody's built up to durability, right? I have a little bit of durability on Cassowary because I've, you know, been giving them ultra boosted gear. I really should make a couple of nice pieces of gear for my characters. Right? Like, I should be kind to some of them that aren't Cassowary at some point. Like, I should do something nice for them at some point. Am I going to? I mean, it's debatable. It's debatable. But yeah, it does make sense for me to try to pump some of their stats up. We've got kind of like a pseudo build created for most of our characters now, so like we've got like an okay setup for most of our characters. It would be nice to get like a more full setup, but I don't know. I'm just so lazy. Should I make a piece of leather that's actually really good? It actually has stats that I need. And like accomplishes my objectives. And makes one of my characters happy. Should I do that? Or should I continue to just completely ignore itemization in favor of waiting for good stuff to fall in my lap? Because, the thing is that the other characters also benefit dramatically from, like, if I got some good stats on, I could probably do some really crazy shit right now with Goose. Like, Goose is hitting really hard, right? Goose is critting for about 11k, so I could give Goose 100% crit rate and do some sort of like fun stuff with pumping them. For the most part, these enemies are not hitting hard enough that I think that I need to worry too much. I think we can probably get to 15 safely. Like, look at that AoE. That AoE did nothing. However, I am losing mana. I'm not.
Nice shot.
It's not like I'm generating mana on them. Though, look at that. My mana's back up to a good value already. So, you know, I don't know. Do need to make sure that I don't let any of the bosses hit me, because I don't really want to find out what happens if I let them hit me. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do maybe like 3 at a time,
Where is the
right?
enemy?
So we can get to 13, then 16. This is all new, so this should be fairly manageable.
Nice.
Those are not approaching me, which means that they're going to spawn a little slower. Approach me. Oh, that was a queen. I'd forgotten what color the queens are. Okay. Was that the boss? It's trying to regenerate. So what level are these now? This is 108?
One stop.
Oh. I wouldn't have anticipated that was level 108. I just would not have. For some reason, I have been lulled into a false sense of confidence. How hard do you hit? You hit pretty hard, actually. I should not be just chaining a million of these together, actually. I think we're not quite in seed range. Let's go ahead and cast Mist Form. No reason to take risks that we don't need to. Thank you, boss. It sure is. Sure was. Okay.
I have too
One
much.
more down. Ah! Oh shit, ghosts? I don't like ghosts. No, 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 no. I ain't afraid of no ghosts, but doesn't mean I have to like them. That's a lie, I have no afraid of ghosts. I have deep-seated insecurities about ghosts. That's why.
One stop.
That's why I'm afraid of them. They remind me of mortality and the The specter of death that haunts us all at all times. Truly, truly ghosts are a terrifying, terrifying creature. I'm trying to come up with something that sounds profound and that is not true, and I kind of botched it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Tired? Sleeping? No. Don't need any of these things. I've never been fatigued in my life. I'm immune to the fatigued condition, actually. That's it. That's what insomnia means. Insomnia is when you're immune to the fatigued condition. Y'all remember that cope from when you were teenagers?
We don't need it.
Everyone either had the friend who was the insomniac who was like, I don't need sleep, I'm perfectly functional without it, or was that friend when they were in high school.
Jump.
And it was definitely cope.
Jump.
It was not true. It was definitely not true. Now, the funny thing is, you'd think that since I am a self-described extreme insomniac, that I would be that friend. I was not that friend. I knew full well how incapacitated I was by insomnia. We just found another legendary leather with plus armor class on it, which is very funny. Which is very, very funny. It's also a defensive piece. So, I might just ignore it for now. And I think that I will. I think for now I'm just going to ignore it. Let's see here. We have gained basically no EXP. We have, however, gained gargantuan amounts of money. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to teleport to eel-infested waters. And then we are going to teleport from here to Silver Cove. Now, could I have simply walked to the place? Yes. But this is faster, and also, more importantly, lazier. This is not where the guild that I'm looking for is. The guild I'm looking for is in Freehaven. This is where I get the masteries. This is not where I pick up the spells. We're going to go check if we can pick up Spirit Lash. Spirit's person should be here, I think. Body is here. Where's the Spirit Guild? Maybe the Air Guild. I'm actually going to teleport to Blackshire before I forget. It's not the middle of the night. What am I doing? We're going to teleport back to Freehaven, and then I'm going to figure out where Spirit is. Spirit Guild is... Is it by the Mind Guild? Mind Guild's up here somewhere. This is the Adept Guild of the Mind, right? Yeah. So we got Mind Blast. There's the Guild of Spirit. Perfect. It's hanging out near the temple. Exactly where I expect. That's Spirit Lash! Okay, we got one copy. We got 2 copies of Spirit Lash. That's excellent. We now have...
Can't learn it.
I can't learn that.
Do I not have Mastery? Why don't you have Mastery? Okay, fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Okay, we're going to teleport over to Silver Cove. Silver Cove where Spirit Mastery is? No, Spirit Mastery is in Iron Fist. Iron Forge. Iron Fist. Fist. It's the fisting place. Do we get Mastermind Magic? Yeah, we do. Because we have buku money now. We got all sorts of money. We got money for days. So, we can save the game. Do we have Earth Mastery? We don't have Earth GM. Earth GM is somewhere around here, I think. We just have to find it. Where are you? Oh! We can also get Ascension GM. No, we can't. We don't have the skill for that. But we can get Ascension Mastery probably for some people. I don't think I've got all the masteries and stuff. Turns out... pretty helpful. I know that this is not the right place. Why am I continuing to search here? Because I just was at this person's place. I think it's like... This doesn't look right. What the hell was it? It's right here, isn't it? This turn. Yep, it's right here. Okay. We can get Master Ascension. Already Master. 32. Okay. So this will actually just reduce our mana costs. So that's pretty useful for me. You can't get GM on that. So, alchemy is at master, not grandmaster. Where's our Earth GM? Yeah, I might actually end up ending early today, depending on how I'm feeling, because I am, I am tired. I am seepy, as they say in the business. Do I not have the money? Oh shit, I ran myself out of money. Well, I hope I didn't have anything else that I needed to buy. Did I get Spirit? I didn't get Spirit Mastery. Because it's in a different place, and I was like, yeah, I have plenty of money. Who cares? I didn't have plenty of money. I ran out of money. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We got the... Why is this teleporting me up into the sky over here? I'm recasting this damn thing. This is not where I set my beacon. My beacon is set here. Why am I showing up in a completely different location? This doesn't make any sense. Alright. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We're gonna beacon. We're not gonna beacon. Cast this thing. You're going to Ravenshore. Don't worry about it. Man, I have so many house chores that I need to get done today, and I am so tired. I'm probably gonna crash as soon as I finish stream. Oh no. Oh no. How am I supposed to get laundry done like this? Oh no, how to get laundry done, Uwu. It's so hard, Uwu. Okay, we're going to drop over here. We're going to... we're going to go over to grab this. And we need to pick up maybe, I don't know. We need to get to 20. Let's see if we can get to Endless Arena rank 20. If we can do that, I think we can pick up enough money to like resolve a lot of our problems. So that'd be a good thing to do. I don't know if it'll be feasible, but we'll see. I don't know how quickly the levels are going to go up. If the levels are going up by a few each time, like let's say they go up by 3 each time, I'm going to get like another 18 levels, which should be easy. That's not a big deal. I say easy. It should be like manageable, depending on. Did you just spawn in the middle for some reason? No, you probably just walked. I should probably just switch you to single target because I am running out fast. Okay, where's the boss? Explode. Okay, we got Mass Distortion. Ooh, that's a diamond. Nice. I wonder if Mass Distortion is a second spell. I wonder if you can random Mass Distortion. Mass Distortion is probably going to be really useful for certain types of fights, but I'm actually not entirely sure. Cassowary's kind of out of control right now. And, like, yeah, I'm not going to be killing the enemies in paintings. That's not the word. Maps. I'm not going to be killing the enemies in maps, like, super fast, I don't think. But I don't know if it's going to be slow, either. I feel like Cassowary might be able to go ham. In a way that makes it so that the percent-based damage is less relevant. Like, there's limits to how high level the enemies I can kill will be. And Mass Distortion, I don't know if Mass Distortion has a projectile or not. If it does have a projectile, that's going to limit...
Who wants some?
That's going to limit its utility somewhat. If it doesn't have a projectile, that would be crazy. Oh wow, look at that. We took like multiple rounds of combat to kill that thing. Okay, let's try to get to 15 here. I don't know if this is gonna be safe to do, but we'll try it. Oh, look at you! It's wasps. If the wasps kill me here, it'll be really funny. So I won't feel bad if I get myself killed here and waste time, because it will mean that I got myself killed by the wasps. Solidifying them as my nemesis. They should not be hard to kill, though, so... They are just melees, and they're not super fast, so... I say, but who knows, maybe we'll run into a switch. As long as I'm not standing in one of the places that they can spawn, I should be fine. I just need to be paying a bit of attention. Which, I'm kind of paying attention. Right? Like, I'm not paying attention. Just, you know... a little dopier than you might expect me to be. Which, considering how dopey you might expect me to be, is... Where did that life... I didn't cast a life drain, dude. Where did that projectile come from? Did anyone see where that projectile... Like, it looked like a projectile... was over here on the map and then circled back there. I assumed it was a toxic cloud, but it was a life drain. That was weird. I wonder if maybe some of these creatures are like spawning in with like the same enemy ID if you kill an enemy. So like maybe the projectile was fired at an enemy. And then the enemy died before the projectile reached it, and then a new enemy spawned and was given the same creature ID. So it just was like, oh, the creature's back, and then it homed in on them again. Because homing is creature specific. Like, it's not like it's gonna just home in on a new target if you kill the first target, I don't think. I don't think I've ever seen that behavior.
Nice shot.
The boss is right here. It is a summoner. Might as well be typeless. What level are you, friend? You are level 129. So, we are almost caught up to our position from before. We are almost there.
This item's weak.
Position from before. No, that's not this. That's not the sentence that I was trying to say.
We don't need it.
We are almost caught up to our current level on our characters. There we go. Nailed it. First try. Okay. Which is interesting. Yeah, I don't know how many levels these are gaining each time, but they're getting more than 3. They're not getting 3 per trip. Okay, that's not what's happening. We're gonna rent a room twice. I think that gets us to day 7, and then it sure seems like it. Whew. And then we can save the game. Don't even worry about it. Who needs sleep? Other than me. Other than me.
Let's go in.
I don't need sleep. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's trees. I don't love that for me. Luckily, they're not killing me instantly, so we got that going for us. Imagine if we invested into durability in the slightest bit. Just the slightest bit of investment into not being killed instantly by all things. These trees are, but the fact that they don't move is a problem for me. You wouldn't think it's a problem for me. You'd think it would be great for me, but it's really just not. It's not great, actually. I don't. You know what I should do? Oh, that's the fucking tree. That's lost. Well, it's a good thing we came out and loaded and saved when we did, because the trees are a problem. Okay, let's swap to you.
Ready to go.
And we can
Great plan.
do this. This might actually be the last endless arena battle that I do today, just because I'm tired.
Who wants some?
You know what? Considering they don't move at all, it might actually be my best bet to just stand here, clear out all the ones that spawn on this side.
Go.
Not doing, because I saw a shiny group
Nice shot.
of enemies and was like, ooh, I can make them silence. And then they didn't die. They had the audacity to stay alive. Okay, so every tree exists. Shit. Okay. Bring some heal up. Dude, these trees are fucking me up. They're still fucking me up. I am not doing well. We're gonna start getting new enemies spawning before we clear out all the trees. It was very rude. Shadow tree. At least the trees are not, you know, difficult. Imagine if it was a broodmaster. Broodlord? Imagine if it was a wishmaster tree. These are very fast here for some reason.
Down.
No room.
L sit.
Got that?
What the fuck is that? I don't recognize that. It looks like a vial of red ooze ectoplasm. Like, it looks like it's the vial of ectoplasm or something, but it's got a different color? So this is an adamantite ooze. Died. So what the fuck are you? Oh, okay. I was like, that's not a familiar item design, and it turns out it's not one item, it's two items. That checks out. That checks out. Alright, we've cleared out this. Unfortunately, we kind of have to do them one at a time now. Because they're now deadly enough that I run a fairly sizable risk of dying, especially with
This item's
me being a little bit, maybe slightly out of it. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm fully functional. Who needs sleep? Certainly not me. I got a 3-hour nap in like 20 hours ago. That's plenty of sleep for anybody, okay? That's plenty of sleep. So, who needs more than that? Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to be ending stream early at some point today. I might end stream after I do the arena stuff, or I might end up ending stream later than that. What do we think we need to do after we do arena?
Where is the enemy?
I think we need to do something in 8, right? So, because Endless Arena is in 8 and only in 8, but it's not like a... it doesn't count as experience obtained in Might and Magic. It's not like untyped EXP.
One
So,
stop.
Got it.
so what else do we need to do? To make our dreams come true. Right, we were contemplating going to Shadow Spire. I could probably clear the exterior of Shadow Spire without too much difficulty, right? No. No, that's not really true. Shadow Spire's exteriors can be a bunch of ranged targets without the ability to fly. So no, I imagine that the exterior, that's actually kind of a pain in the ass, actually. But we are starting to have to actually, like, fight the enemies. Like, they're not just, like, getting insta-gibbed before they run the risk of attacking me. Which does mean that once we start running into enemies that are using more consistent ranged attacks, we're going to start running into troubles. I do think that I'm going to put off on making serious attempts to push this until I'm a little bit more functional. I'm way more loopy than I expected to be. It actually took a lot out of me when I like had to flee the shower because of the poison clouds. I actually don't know what they're using. I'm sure it's not particularly harmful to humans. I'm sure it's fine. People in Singapore have the littlest dogs on earth as pets, so I feel like an animal my size is going to be perfectly fine in the
Need a coach? Ready to go.
in whatever it is that they're doing.
Yeah, great plan.
So, goal right now. I think I'm gonna wait a little bit to regen some mana before the last phase, because the last phase is those monks that are a bit more of an issue. I think that those monks are probably gonna be the last thing that I want to deal with in this, because I am looking for some easy wins that I don't have to focus too much on. So I can just jabber incoherently and we're actually gonna wait a bit because we are in the green. Let's see. Oh, attack would deals 19,000 to 33,000. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we need to take the enemies. What level are you? You're level 149. So the enemies are about our level now. So we have actually reached parity with where we are. We're close enough to it for now.
There isn't any room. No room.
Darn it. I was having an easier time last time, right? I guess I could be using either Dragon Breath or Shrap. I feel like here... Of the two. You are not allowed to start drilling on two. You can't poison and drill in one day, okay? This is not allowed. This is not allowed. I think that was in a different building, though. That was not coming through the walls, that was coming from the window. So... Okay, let's grab this. Luckily, they don't have a ton of HP. We do need to be a bit disciplined here. Got tagged by a couple hits there. That master needs to be dead. Oh. Okay, that one's toast. We're getting close. I don't know how much HP. The projectiles are shooting fast here. Okay. Is that the boss? That's the boss, I think. So let's go ahead and tag it with an implosion. How much HP do you have? You have a lot of HP. We got it. We got the job done. Whew. That was spooky. Yeah. Oh. I'm like, we looted the boss. Why is it not giving me the message? Okay, 340 grand. We've now got 1.4 million again, which means that we can go train up the other things that we need to train up. Let's take a look at our level. We are now eligible for 165, which I believe we were already eligible for before we started. We haven't gotten a lot of actual EXP from this. But we have found a lot of random items. Some of them are even good, and some of them are things that would be really nice for a different character setup, but I don't think are that useful for us. Let's see here. We can save the game, and then let's see what I want to do. What do I want to do now? Inventory management. That's what I should do. Let's go to a weapons that is in our building. That's not in a different building. That's somebody's drilling into the wall. I think someone was testing the drill, and so it wasn't like in the wall. They were just like zooming it.
We can outfit you.
Okay. Today is definitely a cursed day. The fates do not will me to be streaming today. That is definitely the case. This is an uphill battle. Let's see. So, let's go to the weapons store, which I think is over here. Yeah. And then let's take a look at what things we need to do. We can sell this, we can sell this, we can sell this, sell this. The first time I heard the drill today, it was not in the wall, so it wouldn't get picked up on the mic as easily. When it's in the wall, it's like a completely different sound because you're hearing like the actual vibrations in the stone. Concrete stone, right? Yeah, concrete's a type of stone. So that time, but there it was very quiet. It was very quiet. It's like someone's drilling, but they haven't like started doing it for real yet. That's typically how it starts. That's how it begins. Is the master spirit here too? GM identify monsters right here. Oh, imagine that. Sword, mace. There is a spirit person here, isn't there? Just not have the thing. I feel like that corner has a spirit person. But I thought it was like Master Spirit over here. Could be wrong. Yeah. Okay, there's the expert spirit. Okay. Yeah, you're easing into it. Okay, so Master Spirit is in Garrett Gorge. So we'll just walk over to Garrett Gorge. I think that's fine. Let's see. Yeah. But yeah, the drilling isn't bad yet. If the drilling starts to get bad, I probably will just end stream. At that point, it's like I have to deal with like the audio being cursed, and I have to deal with all the other things. This is like, no, this is too many status effects at once. I just refuse. There comes a certain point where you're just like, you know what? It's fine. I can get some sleep and get some housework done and call it a day. In that order. Stormlance. I guess I should probably just look. You're on the outskirts of the town, exactly where I'd expect you to be. Vroom, 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 vroom. Hey, Doja Cat. Just in time to hear the drilling. Start to pick back up again. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
I might be good.
Just in time for me to be done into the arena. This is the second time in 2 streams that I finished the stream title like a second before. A second before you arrive. That's very funny. I can try one more endless arena. I can try to do one more. I'm not sure if I'll be able to though. I should be able to. I mean, it's not like I'm running into stuff that's that hard. It's just that I'm very lazy and very tired.
Welcome,
Yeah,
a quiet welcome, a
Thursday.
quiet welcome, a quiet welcome, a quiet room, you say.
I won't allow you to be cursed. I might be cursed today, but I won't allow you to be cursed as well.
Yeah, great plan.
You say you're spoiled. See, the thing you missed also was me saying I might be ending very soon because today has been incredibly cursed. And there's limits to how many curses I'm willing to tolerate at once. We'll see. It all depends on those drills. So you can hear them in the background and revving up periodically, and it's just a matter of whether they start going at it in earnest. If they're just like drilling a couple little things, right, and don't go crazy with it, then you know it could end up being fine. It doesn't need to go bad. It could go fine. Oh, and also you missed earlier. I'll show. I just made another. I made another another legendary for Cassowary. We picked up a ring with base enchants on this item are 50% stronger, and I was like, okay, so who should I give this to? I should give this to someone who isn't Cassowary. And then I was like, well, the thing that I would want to put it on is like leather, but I also already have a bunch of legendary leather, and it's just like kind of a pain. So eventually I was just like, you know what, fuck it, we're just gonna make another legendary for Cassowary. So Cassowary now has a 100% crit rate. Yeah. We're going full harem style here. Well, it is my hope that all of these cute birds will become husbandos by the end of the run. That's the goal. I was gonna say that's an Artole guarantee, but well, they're literally all birds. All 5 of them are birds. If you don't want birds, this is the wrong party to be looking for a husband. If you don't want your husband to be a bird. Just think, all these ogres are thinking, I'm losing to a bird, and throwing the cards down or whatever. okay. Look, I might have watched too many Luxialis videos over the course of my life. We are in trouble. This is bad. I should have waited on my monitor regen before I aggroed this next pack. This is an issue. We might be okay here, but we might not be okay. And anything could spawn on top of us here. This is bad. Okay. You're a reflector! Oh! That is so rude. Oh, that's rude. Oh boy, that's rude. How fucking dare you? That was one hit, right? Like, Cassowary just, like, fully annihilated themselves in one hit. Okay. You are very good at that, actually. Because, like, you're hitting kill for the same amount of it. Okay. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Making it happen. Now, the important thing is that is, I believe that is fire damage, and our normal breath weapon, I think, does energy damage. So this attack is going to deal way less damage to us because we have a lot of fire resistance. We have like 90% fire resist. So every other resist is way weaker. So for Cassowary is much better able to survive blasting themselves with their spell than they are with their normal attack. Alright. So, we're popping back to Ravenshore. We did, in fact, manage to succeed at yet another thing there. We didn't die horribly. It was all fine. As I said it was going to be fine from the start. You all had no faith, but I said it would be fine and no problem right from the start. That's how I choose to remember that series of events. So, we can ignore that for now and just throw this on, I guess. Sleep and unconsciousness immunity, not super useful on a character who's going to die in one hit. And, yeah, let's see. So we have 8,000 HP on Cassowary now, which is good. Because if I run into a reflector, I'm not quite killing myself right now. Do I have anything else that I want to pump? Do we want to pump this? Do we want to pump this? Because we could max out the accuracy boost on this. We shouldn't. We should pick another character to boost before we do that, right? Like, it would be nice to get Mina a nice legendary to work with, right? Like, I should probably get Mina closer to a 100% crit rate. I can get them a lot higher than they are right now. Like, this is garbage right now. I could pump this so much. Let's make my life easy and do some inventory management. We're gonna just work on some legendaries because that is real easy to do. That is super easy. Like, I don't have to put any thought into that. So if we just pump this, because this is just double luck. Double luck's a great combo, right? Like, this is very useful. It's very useful defensively and offensively. Not that it matters that it's great defensively, because who gives a shit? It's not like I'm gonna survive anything anyway. But But yeah, if we can get our... If we can get our luck boosted up a bit... Wait, we have all resistances on this. What am I doing? We are going to reload this because I made a mistake. Don't worry about it. Okay, so before we start pumping this, I need to use a scouting pool. Wait, do I have the... Do I have an eye? Do I have any copies of the eye anymore? I actually don't know that I do. I think I've picked up several hourglasses now, but I usually don't have any problems with the eye. I usually have plenty of copies of it, but this run has been notably lacking in them. I feel like I've found more oracle orbs than eyes, right? I think I've literally found more oracle orbs than I've found of the eye. That's a crazy thing to say, but I think that that's actually true. I found, what, like 2 or 3 of the eye? Okay, this does have resistances. This has boosts all resistances. Since I don't have the eye, I'm actually not going to boost that item because I need to replace the affix on it before. This is a really important item, but because it's all resistances right now, I can't do a ton with it. Don't have an eye. Oh. Hello. So we have the next item that we would probably... Ooh. Which one? Ooh. We have options. We have multiple things that we can add legendary effects to as we find legendary effects that we want. Let's see. Accuracy and luck. And a boost to all 7 stats. So this is of water magic and of speed. I think I might hold on to this for a while. This is garbage. How have I not found a better cloak yet? Have I just not been paying attention? I've clearly just not been paying attention. Like, very, very clearly. That's a huge, huge DPS increase. We have this cloak. I sleep well, Celestial. We're in the same boat. This is a solid effect, but not one that we need in this run necessarily. This is actually important. This is important for Cassowary, except I don't think I'm going to bother with it. Cassowary is going to be really just completely obliterated by reflectors, and I think I can live with that. I can live with a world where we get obliterated by reflectors because it's funny. So this is might and luck, and your hit steals 2%. So this is a pretty solid legendary with a decent attribute pool. It gives of Doom instead of the Gods, which isn't necessarily optimal, but isn't bad. We could rewrite the might on this. Oh, right, we have this on you, and we don't need to rework it to make it work for you. This is an immunity to all status effects chest. I'm wondering if I want to put this on a ring. Do I have it on a ring already? I already have it on a ring. This is a ring with accuracy, which is stupid. It should be a ring with luck. But it's not going to be a ring with luck because that's just not how I rolled. This is double luck and resists. This is double speed. This is speed and luck. It's tempting to try to rewrite this. I don't need this. This is immunity to all status effects on a belt. And that's not bad. It's also got of the gods on it. So let's figure this out. How do I want to handle this? Do I want to... What I really want to do right now is I want to get a shit ton of luck on Mina. I'd like to work on an item that is fairly impactful for Mina. We have this boosted quite a bit already. We could just use a bunch of things on it to improve it if we wanted, but I don't think I need to bother necessarily. This is immunity to all status effects. It's hardened. Do I want to... Okay, this is of the gods. And each attack reduces monster resists. How many Oracle Orbs do I have? I have like 2-ish? Let's find out. Let's find out.
No room.
I definitely have enough.
I have too much.
I definitely have enough stuff. One might say too much. Wait. How much inventory space do we have? Am I gonna do it? We're gonna try something fancy. Before I forget, we're gonna try this. We are heading here
Great plan.
because I can I can cast that spell now. I can cast
Great plan.
thing or no? I can cast Spirit Lash. So I'm curious to see if we go in here. If you start drilling in earnest now, I'm going to actually be upset because I want to see. What the fuck? I don't know why I just became. Oh, that's why I became visible. Oh, what just happened? Something became out of bounds. Okay, something became out of bounds. My guess would be maybe the person who was trying to identify monster died, was disintegrated and thus removed from the party at the exact same second that I was trying to identify a monster, or something like that. Something went out of bounds that involved player.
This one's powerful.
I'm not going to worry about it. The important bit is doing this, going in here, triggering this, going down here. You know what? I don't even need to hit that switch necessarily. Fuck it, I'm not even going to hit the switch. I should have hit the switch.
No. I don't know.
Should have hit the switch, huh? Okay, we did kill this pretty fast, though. We'll hit the switch. It's fine. I should probably grab some more food, but you know what? I don't need to. It's fine. I don't think this is going to work great for us because we are going to be on the other side of a large enough door that I don't think is going to work great. But it should work at least somewhat, I think. So, should be fine. At least those blaster guys have been very polite, which is nice. That's not okay. They've been very polite. The dwarf berserkers, less polite. They have been very impolite, in fact, and
It's going to be bad.
keep running into me from behind. It's very rude. Very sus. I keep catching them venting, you know? All that jazz. Nope. Haha. Alright. Wait, I'm missing a character for some reason. God damn it. This is the problem with being tired. I didn't even see the disintegration happen. I just looked down after the fact. I'm like, yes, I made it. And I'm like, wait a second, why am I missing characters? I seem to only have 4 people here. What's the kid from Home Alone called? His name isn't Calvin, is it? Can't be Calvin. They wouldn't reuse the name from the kid in Calvin, right? Just think. Damn, what was that kid's name? Kevin?
Ready to...
Wait. Let's see.
Ready to use.
Oh, I was playing 6. Playing 6 what? Like Magic 6 or Light Magic 6? Sure. Alright, we need to kill... Oh yeah. It's like, wait a second. Ugh. Okay, we have someone on our side here. Like in here. Okay, that's good to know. Swap to
Ready
this.
to use.
Concerning. It's probably. Oops. It's fine. Oh my god! I hit the seal. Did it? What did I hit? I didn't hit the torch, did I? It felt like it bounced off. That was very rude. That was very rude. I just want to test the spell that I picked up. I just want to test the spell. Come on, give me a chance to test the spell. This isn't supposed to be. This part isn't supposed to be the part that's hard. Rude. Very rude. Okay, is there another spot that I can set this up? Because I'm way too lazy to deal with this.
Investigate.
I'm supposed to be having a nice, easy-going time. I'm not supposed to be working hard. I'm supposed to be hardly working. Click that. Okay, that's not super promising. Anything in here that looks promising? Not super promising. Are you promising? No, I think that slope's gonna kill me. Hop over here. Yeah. So, can I open this and then close it again? No, right? Like, that would be so OP. I cannot open and then re-close these two. Hello, Oliver. That is probably... What the fuck just hit me? Where does this go? That goes there. Okay. Can I do it on Zokar's tomb? I can't do Zokar's tomb. I haven't done Zokar's tomb yet. So I can't do Zokar's tomb yet. I don't want to I don't want to do one of these before I've done the main dungeon of it. Free Haven doesn't have what I need. Tomb of Rethric the Mat doesn't really have what I need. So I would need to get this... I'd need to get it set up here. Though... Can I get it set up here without even bothering to deal with those dwarves over there? Just to check how it works? Like, how far do I have to go? I have to go too far to trigger these. The issue with doing the setup this way ultimately just comes down to the fact that if something walks right up to me and starts attacking me, I'm not going to get behind cover. That's like the one like primary issue there. We're hitting for decent amounts of damage now, and by we I do mean probably just Cassowary. Cassowary has 45% of the damage, which isn't actually that bad for the rest of the party. Considering that You know, Cassowary bursts out the damage very fast at the start and then runs out of mana and is gonna have a harder time for a while at any rate. I need for you to move. Why are you not moving? Oh, this does go both ways. That's convenient. The things are gone, but that's probably okay. So from here, I think I can shoot a rock blast into there. It does look like the drilling isn't going to be a huge issue today. It's just not loud enough to be causing a huge problem. Oh, good, we got one of them out. Okay, we got another one coming out.
Ready to use.
I need you. One of them got stuck, and the other one also got stuck. You really don't want to behave. Can I shoot you from maybe? Alright, this is gonna work. We can clear through this. At the very least, the Toxic Cloud will work. We have a couple enemies inside the pit, but I don't need to worry about the enemies in the pit for now, because they're not really relevant to my interests. What I'm really just looking for is I just want to get over to that little hole and use Spirit Lash. I just want to see what it looks like when I do it. This is all just for testing a cool interaction, not even really because I'm looking to win. I'm happy to win if it happens, but I don't care that much. I think that if we clear this enemy group out, we can actually just save under danger. Okay, we killed the thing that was in that room. I don't know how much HP those have left. Jump down here. And then with us down here, I don't think those can get up to me. So I don't think I really have to worry about them for right now. All I'm really looking to do is get to here and then cast... that's 16k.
Ready. Ready.
Not bad. We can see like how much this hits for. Just turn these 3 off for right now. And we need to swap our boots back to the other boots. Because we had these on because we're lazy.
No room.
And then we'll have way more mana to play with. We were hitting for 11k with them. The question is, how many targets are we hitting? And how effective are those hits? But we might with Spirit Lash here be able to just go ham. We weren't doing this, we were just sitting there. We don't have a lot of spirit, and I'm probably not going to be investing super deeply into spirit either, because it's just this one attack that's like for a pretty niche strategy that we would need it. But we could get some nice spirit gear to, you know, make things work at least somewhat. Unfortunately, that's only one target. We're not getting, like... consistent tags of, like, multiple against this wall anymore. But that makes sense, because there's only the one that's actually adjacent to the wall now. This one died over here, which is actually pretty far away from me. So... yes. Okay, I can move away. And then back in. And that does give me the ability to set more of them in here. I think this is going to work pretty well. This is going to be a nice new tool in our arsenal. I don't know that it's going to make a huge difference in our life. I think the only enemies that are actually approaching into this corridor are the dwarves.
Who wants some?
I could be wrong. But that's definitely the interpretation that I have right now. So, if I can get these killed, we're currently at 11%. And we basically would need to open this door and then like re-aggro more of the enemy. So there. There is a blaster guy in this pack. Who's perhaps the only one left in the pack.
Who wants some?
So there's only one enemy left in the pack. And with that killed, we'll have about 12 to 13% clearance. That'll be good. Yeah, this is a lot of tools in our arsenal, which I guess is nice. So cassowary is like the person who will carry the hardest, right? Cassowary will basically be carrying and allowing me to like kill things very quickly, does crazy amounts of damage, just pretty god tier generally. And I'm curious about the fact that I keep only hitting one target. Because we were definitely hitting it in AoE before, but we keep hitting one target now for some reason. I don't know why. Because it doesn't look like they're moving. I don't feel like the result of the enemies moving around. I think a party of entirely druids might be really interesting for the purposes of having access on all of your characters to every type of tool. So, like, being able to have, every character spam Inferno, being able to have every character spam Rock Blast, every character can spam Spirit Lash, to basically just get access to each damage type. So not damage type, but each damage, spread, right? Each unique style of dealing damage would be pretty cool. But I am actually very pleasantly surprised that we're going to actually have a... I'm going to go ahead and just save this under danger, because why not? I am going to have to go AFK for a second, so I'll be right back. I was thinking that I might end rather than go AFK, but I'm going to just go AFK for a second. It's not that loud. It's not that loud. It doesn't sound like they're prepping. It sounds like they're getting to work, but we'll see. I'll be right back. We'll see how it is when I get back. I return. They were drilling for a few seconds. They went for another few seconds after I left. Nothing major. I just saved, right? So let's... Oh, right. I don't have literally any spells set up. Oh, okay. Wait, what is the trigger? Is it actually hitting the... What's the trigger for causing this to close again? I need to figure that out. Let's cast...
Ready.
I'm actually just going to set AoEs on everybody.
It's set.
I should have done this before.
Okay.
Let's set an AoE on you, because you only have...
Ready.
Okay, another one showed up. I should probably figure out how to close that door before they get through to me. I'm guessing it's this. Unfortunately, you're already through,
Let's
huh?
take it.
So you're hitting for 290k. Almost murder me. You sure are. You sure are. Okay, did I close the door though? Okay, let's go check this now. Let's see. Does this close it? Yes. Okay. So this is closed now.
I'm hurt badly.
So I can hit these from here, but unfortunately Spirit Lash is really going to struggle. Even with a place as tight-knit as this. The range on those, on things like Immolation is just so low that...
Set. It's a match.
Okay.
Ready.
So one. You.
Okay. Ready to use.
Some diamond, nothing important. Oh, I remember now. Doesn't it have something that makes it so that there's a chance that the enemies spawn a new enemy when I kill them? That's what's happening. The enemies are spawning new enemies. That's why I was only hitting one enemy, but I kept killing the enemy and I kept getting more enemies. That's what it was. That's what was causing that incredibly bizarre effect that I was looking at, what I was seeing in the other place. Okay. Yes, that's an effect of the dungeon. So, I don't think I can get in the green here, right? Like, killing that does not allow me to get far enough away. Because this, like, goes back toward the... What's happening? Why? Okay, I think I know what happened there. Okay. My eyes only hurt slightly. I'm definitely fine and don't need to be sleeping. Definitely everything is fine. One of the disadvantages of eye surgery to like fix your eyes is that they're more prone to getting fatigued. They're just tired. I just have dry eyes, so I don't think I have any eye drops to put in them. But I don't really need them. I just need to. See if he gets some rest at some point. At some point. Okay, so we have the ability to kill this if we want. I'm honestly not that interested in necessarily trying to do this in this exact moment. We could probably get through this place without like it being a huge hassle, honestly, but it's enough of a hassle that I think it's not worth it for me today. Do I have so that it was good to check that, but really I did just want to check the thing there, and I'm tired. I don't want to do the thing right now. So we have Leech restores mana instead of HP on this. So you functionally don't have an enchant on this. You have double speed. This depends on SP instead of higher, which we aren't going to have on you. So we would need... We should probably take this off of this and put this onto you. What item would we want to make that... Put that legendary effect on? We could try putting it on this, honestly. This gives us dark magic. We're gonna need some dark magic items. So we could have like dark and double intellect on this paired with... Do we want to do... Let's try making this happen. So you need to yoink this effect.
I have too much.
I could slap this on you. And then can you just equip a shield right now? Do I have to get to master to equip it in one hand? I think I do. So this would give me one extra spell ascension level, which doesn't help me that much. This is double speed.
No, there isn't any room.
Our mana and HP pools are both fairly similar on that character. But yeah, if I got that effect onto Raven, that would dramatically improve Raven's survivability. So it's tempting to try to make that happen. It's apparently just a slight upgrade. I don't think that's true, though. I think that That's not recognizing the legendary effect itself. Let's see here. So, I don't know how high I can pump the of X magic rings and things like that. I need to remember how the artifacts work as well. The artifacts give me just like 50% of what I need, I believe. So like I don't have any other sources of water, right? Correct. So if I get, in theory, I don't need any water items, I don't think. Unless the legendaries don't stack with each other. Or sorry, unless the artifacts don't stack with each other. Because I could have this equipped and pair it with the other thing. With that being said, so that would be 50% and then another 50%. With that said, I don't know that it'll actually work that way. We could get this... Yeah. Why don't you have a necklace on at all? Because I took it off to tinker with it. Do I want to try putting a legendary effect on this? AC granted is doubled. Leech restores mana instead of HP, but at half effect. You have a... Let's just take one of these daggers. I have a legendary dagger just sitting in my inventory, right? Somewhere. Yes. So, you
There isn't any room.
can go onto
There's no room.
the upgrade.
There isn't any room.
So, we need to remove the endurance and replace it with another stack of intellect. This will go into your main hand or offhand. I think probably offhand. And let's find the stat thing for it.
There isn't any room. No room.
Where are the pearls?
There's no room.
Carry it.
There isn't any room.
Okay, so goal is just to remove the endurance off of this. We did not remove the endurance. We're going to reload. So, in most of the effects here, reloading won't give you different results, but purging a enchant off with the Scouring Pearl, this part is like truly just random. So this is something that you can reload for. Even if it doesn't seem like it, because you purge off the same effect 3 times in a row. You'll recall the first time that we reloaded, or the first time that we did it, we got the intellect off. For some reason we are now only getting special effect off. Don't know what's up with that, but excuse me. Let's have to do something else to move the RNG around because some other factor. Really does not want. It's also very funny because the first thing that I removed was the int, and now it's exclusively removing that, which is unusual. Huh. It's being very sticky. I am also curious if the RNG can get
No room.
sticky where it isn't going to want to do what I want it to do. So we're just going to do that, and then save under caster nonsense. Okay, so we got rid of the endurance. That's good. That's what we're looking to do. So, we're now going to this is now dual intellect. Perfect. And now all we need to do is just pump it. So okay, we're up to 1660.
There isn't any
1770.
room.
Go. Save this under caster nonsense. Bump. 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 Okay, 87 and 87. Okay. So this is a slight upgrade over our offhand. Just in general. The issue that we have for this is that the Hell Aura is doing basically nothing because of how low level the item is. So let's take a look at this effect. We can check. I want to check if this has an effect. So we got Hell Aura doing 71. It's still doing 71. That says 96 now. Wait, did that improve the actual things? No. Okay. So we're going to reload. We don't actually care about that. That'll be useful for armor to give us a little bit of extra durability, but we don't need to worry about it. So we can upgrade this, which does boost the Hellfire effect, the Hell Aura. My concern here is that these control cubes are way weaker than they used to be. Control cubes used to boost the required level by like between like 9 and 14 or something, right? Like they were huge boosts, and now they're just doing like 3 per. I gave us 7. Alright, we will slap this in our offhand, which gives us a very, very minor DPS boost for now. It does give us the killing a monster with a single target attack will recover your action time effect, which is nice to have. And it will give us a little bit more inventory space to play with. And it will also allow us to keep pumping this over time. The other thing is that this will give spells hit point drain, which we can then convert into SP drain with the legendary that is... where? Is it on this? Do we have a ring? We don't have a necklace equipped. We should probably fix that. Where did I put my necklace? I have a dark necklace lying around somewhere. It's not one of these, but I am checking just to see if there's anything that gives me dark and maybe something else at the same time. Because it's not even like a full... thing, if I recall correctly. I just said G so that we get all of the necklaces and things in the same place. Because I don't remember where I put it.
No room.
I don't remember what it looks like either. Yeah, I think we're gonna get this inventory management stuff done. And once we get this inventory management stuff done, I think we're gonna end there. I am pretty tired. And so this is plus 20 earth magic. That's very, very useful. And I'm now at the point where... See, the thing is that just because I'm tired doesn't mean that I'm going to be able to, like, do anything about it. But now I feel like, oh, actually, I could probably take a nap now if I wanted. So I should probably take advantage of that. Get that done. But we will finish finding this item first so that I don't just forget about it. I am curious.
There's no room.
We will save this under caster save. We've now built a few more legendaries. So we've now built this item, which is pretty dang good for us. And we've also built up this item, which is going to be pretty useful for us as well. This item is going to require a little bit more secondary benefits. Like I need to build up the SP leech thing and stuff like that as well. But we will see how it goes. We also need to get a larger SP pool for Raven. Raven right now only has 5,000. And we should probably work on that. But yeah, that's actually going to be it for today. We're going to end a little bit early today. And by a little bit, I mean like almost an hour and a half early. I hope people have been... Wow, look at my eyes. They're so bloodshot. Hope people have been enjoying it today. I have been enjoying myself. I'm kind of like dopey tired in a way that's just kind of fun for me. Everything's going fine here. It's just, my sleep schedule's kind of messed up in a way that usually it isn't these days. So for people who are unfamiliar, I'm spent a decent portion of my life sleep deprived. I'm perfectly fine. Hopefully we'll be able to get ourselves back in good working shape within the next, week or so. And hey, I might even figure out a way to, sleep at a regular hour before we get the AC fixed. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you everyone for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure to stream for you today. And I hope to see you again next time when we'll actually put some of these legendaries look at that fucking stain. That's just sweat. That right there, that's just sweat. That's just me sitting here. Wow. Okay, later.